You're welcome to today's broadcast. Sure Destiny TV, reaching people and touching lives.
Hello, fellow citizens. I believe you're all getting prepared for the upcoming election in February. It's going to be the time to make history, a time to create a new Nigeria. And it's not going to be one person to make it happen. All of us must be involved. I want to say thank you very much again for watching. Why don't you go ahead and share it with as many people as you can? They need to know what's going on in our nation. I'm telling you, I'm getting more and more convinced that the birth of a new Nigeria is possible, and the time is now. People are excited. The youth are on fire. They are taking their nation back. They've suffered enough, and we have to be ready to make it happen. So I want to salute all the obedience out there and all the useful citizens that have now taken a stand to take Nigeria back from these political thugs and these political tyrants that have held Nigeria hostage all these many years. Our time to be free has come. So if you've not gotten your PVC, please go ahead and get your PVC. Do you know what's getting me very excited? Is that when I started this broadcast, there were very few people from the north of Nigeria that really understood that the time for change has come, and that we, especially as northerners, we cannot continue to just lie down and let our northern elites walk all over us and suppress us, subject us to tyranny, to oppression, and then they are making money and we are suffering. In the north, we have suffered insecurity more than even other parts of Nigeria. And I'm so excited the way, the awareness, the way people are now getting so involved in wanting to take their nation back. You talk about Kano, talk about Zaria, talk about Sokoto, talk about Katsina, and go to Jos, every part of the north. They have joined the obedient movement. I'm very excited. I want you people to be at peace. I want to speak to you from the southeast. Please don't disappoint us, because we from the north, we have understood that our northern leaders have lied to us. They've used religion. They've always told us to vote based on religious affiliation, based on tribal affiliation, and based on you're from the north, we're from the north, let's vote our northern brothers. But they have been using us for their own selfish interest. But our eyes are open. We have woken up. We've caught them. We've caught their hand inside the cookie jar. This time around, they will no longer deceive us. So if you're out there from the north and you're still believing this lie that a northerner must only vote a northerner, what did we get from them voting for them all these years? We voted Buhari. What did we get? He promised us that there will be no more insecurity and that the naira value it's going to really go up and we will have prosperity. But we've never had it this bad in Nigeria. But anyway, I'm so happy that things are changing, not later, but changing now. So if you have not gotten your PVC, go and get your PVC. INEC is calling on people now to go and collect their PVC. And don't be scared. People are saying, what's the use of going to vote when INEC is going to rig, when the politicians are going to rig? I'm telling you, one good thing that President Buhari did was to sign the new law, that electoral law. I'm telling you, that's one of the best things he ever did. If we salute him for nothing, let's salute him for that. He has signed that into law. And this time around, the professional riggers, those that have always rigged, those that have always sent political thugs to go and snatch ballot boxes, it will not happen again. Because you know what? You as an obedient, you as a useful citizen, you that is sick and tired of being oppressed in a nation that is so endowed with God's blessings, and you will make sure you protect your vote. So please, if you have not gotten your PVC, go and get your PVC and prepare. And I want to call on all of us, please, especially those that have been part of the obedient movement. Don't wait for Peter Obi. That's what Aisha was saying. Let's not wait for Peter Obi. don't get tired, don't get exhausted. It doesn't matter who acknowledges you or does not acknowledge you. We are not doing this thing for a pat on the back. We are not doing it for immediate gratification. We are not doing it for immediate pay. Don't forget, obedience. You always say, we know they give shishi, we know they receive shishi. So if that is what we are saying, we shouldn't also be waiting for affirmation. We shouldn't be waiting for Obi to come and recognize us or Labour Party to recognize us.
Why are we waiting for Peter Obi? Why is it that you feel that Peter Obi has to be at every place before we can do something? Are we going to clone him? We don't have the capacity to clone him and make him at every event. So at this moment, we are all Peter Obis. When we get there, we get to do the things that we need to do. A lot of things that need to be done, we are waiting that, oh, he has to be there, he has to give this, he has to put this, he has to be he can't be present in all of these places. We are running an unusual election. Every one of us, we are running for president through Peter Obi. So we must be Peter Obi. Event, plan it, do it, stand there. You are the Peter Obi there. We are all Peter Obi representatives. We should not be waiting. Support groups, you are waiting for leadership from career politicians. How? The way they do things is different from the way you do things. You want to do things, nah. They want to do launching, this one, that one. You don't have that time.
Don't forget, this movement started before even Obi went to Labour Party. We wanted Nigeria free. Have you forgotten NSAS? So this time around is a fight to take our nation back. And you can't afford to relent. You can't afford to turn coward. You can't afford to look back. You can't afford to sit back and say, well, they didn't recognize me. I've just been spending my money. Oh, but you've been losing money all these years. So what is wrong in just spending a little more? And then come 2023, February, we will elect Peter Obi and Yusuf Deti. They'll become president. And these are people of integrity, people that have empathy, people that have a heart for people. They're not going in there to service themselves or their friends. Like, Obi always said, go and verify. Throughout the years he was governor, he never used his office to enrich himself or his relative. And that's how Yusuf Deti is. So that's the kind of government we'll be having. I know some of you are running out of steam, but please, I encourage you. Let's go on. Let's go on. Just like a marathon runner, we are running, but very soon it's going to be like a sprint. Let's use the last energy we have to push. Those of you that have just been watching, what is disobedient? I'm going to vote APC. I'm going to vote PDP. Those are the parties I know. I don't know this new party. Everything has a beginning. We have tried the old ones, they have failed us. Why don't you join the rest of the people that are now crying out for change? Let's give change a chance. Not the Buhari kind of change, not the next level they promised and it became a lower level, not the one that they talked about change and it became a change to the worst. So I want you out there, let's hold each other's hand. When somebody's getting discouraged, encourage them. Don't criticize them. Don't judge them, because some have been doing this thing for many months now. They've spent their meager resources for the rallies, to print T-shirts, to print banners, to print caps, and all that. They've been just using their own personal money. So please, let's hold each other. If you still have little money left, support your brother. They need to print T-shirts, give them. If you can't give cash, why don't you just support in kind? Let's all do this together. Please, let's not wait for Obi or Deti. They are not the ones that we are doing this thing for. We are doing it for ourselves and for our children's children. So please, run a little more. Go on another lap. Go on another lap. A little here, a little there. Before you realize it, the vision of bringing and birthing a new Nigeria will become a possibility. We can do it now. So family, let's go for it. Encourage each other. Somebody needs money to travel, to go to the villages, and this time around, let's go to the villages. We need to convince our fathers, our mothers, our brothers and our sisters, because some of them are still just thinking about APC and PDP because they don't understand that the time has changed, the season has changed. They keep suffering, but they keep voting the same people. Let's encourage our people. Let's educate them. They need to understand what is about to happen in Nigeria. Show them the Labour Party logo and how to vote. And if you need to help your people in the villages, support them with money where they need to go around to the other villages you may not be able to go, because they know themselves. So let's do this thing collectively. We are not waiting for Labour Party. We're not waiting for Obi. This movement is bigger than Labour Party and is bigger than Obi himself. And let's work as a team. Whatever we can do to hold each other accountable, let's do it. We can't hold Peter Obi and Yusuf Detti accountable when we cannot hold ourselves or hold each other accountable. So I know you are not running out of steam. The journey just began and we will soon get there. So let's keep on keeping on. Even during this festive season, let's keep the vision alive. As you go celebrating Christmas, don't forget, don't party and eat and forget. Pray wherever you go. And also please be mindful of your environment and your surrounding. Make sure when you're going somewhere, you're not just alone. Be in twos. But I believe God is going to protect all of us, keep us healthy until we see the fulfillment of this great vision of birthing a new Nigeria. I am very, very excited. I'm telling you, I don't know how to express it. I thank God because the time has come for change, not later, but now. You and me will make it happen. So let's do it together. Let's help each other and make it happen. I want to say thank you very much for watching. Why don't you go ahead and share it with somebody? Once again, this is your brother, Haruna Goro. I love you. May God bless you, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Bye-bye. I see you in my next broadcast.